Hey guys, we're back. We're on the basic class plan. This is the B day for weeks 5 and 6 for the second cycle of 2014. The same type of warm-up drills we can do, the jumping jacks, seal jacks, you can do line drills. I think the important thing for your warm-up is the first 10 minutes, we get everybody moving, right? Get them running, jumping rope, doing something to get their heart rate up. Remember this, a body in motion intensifies your emotion. You're going to get students that may not feel like coming to class that day, but they did show up. We got to get their body moving so that they're engaged. They're not going to grasp any skill or detail unless we get their mindset right. So we got to get their body moving to get them there. So once we get past those first 10 minutes, Mr. Hans is here, tap, tap. Right, we want to get them moving, working their jab and their cross. Go ahead. Right, he's just popping the punches out there. We can get them working in different directions. Right, anchoring in good footwork skills. Now the next one is we're going to have him here, right, where he's what we call lead leg ready, which is there's a little bit more weight on the back leg. Now he's working his lead leg firm kick into the jab cross, right? Almost like the attacker is here, right? I'm coming at him, he stops me with a push kick, follows up 1-2, right? So he's working that a little bit. Get your students comfortable. The next thing we want to anchor in this warm-up or the shadow boxing section is the uppercut, right? Now the uppercut, really simply, right, we want to teach our students to bend their knees a little bit, and the punch is going to drive up on a 45-degree angle, palm facing them, and then they come right back. So they're going to bend the knees a little bit, turn the body, boom, the punch comes up on a 45-degree angle, right toward the chin, and right back. So get them used to that. Boom, right there. Perfect. And then the last thing we're going to work on, we worked the switch step roundhouse kick with the adults on the last class, so now we're going to get them working their switch step lead front kick and right back. Go ahead. And again, just getting them used to the switch step, getting them comfortable with it. Perfect. And second, courtesy bow. Now, the next piece of class is going to be reviewing some of the self-defense skills that we did on the A day, right? So just as a quick review, so you don't have to go back to the other video, we're doing the single lapel, clap the hands together, driving in, secure the elbow and the arm, step back, take them down, bang, and punch. Little classroom structure tip. We have gray lines that separate. We always line up on the gray line. The A line always faces the mirrors, which are the schools over here. The B line always has their back to the mirrors. If Mr. Hans were my partner, the A line always attacks. So his right hand attacks, we clap, I do the technique, I take him down, boom, and I punch. Now we switch. Now I attack with my right hand. He does the move, right? Takes me down. I practice my break fall, boom, and then we naturally switch. Now, what this does for you as an instructor is you only need to watch the B line doing the technique. As long as the A line is attacking with the right hand, your job just became 50% easier because the B line is doing the moves. You just have to make sure that that side is doing it correctly. You don't have to scan both sides and look for who's doing it right and who's doing it wrong, okay? Now the double lapel, if you have time, we simply choose the side just like we did on the A day, collapse the arm, right here, elbows tight, step back, take them down, same exact move, and then we punch. So real simple there. All right, courtesy bow. Now it's time to get into our sparring drills. We're going to get our gloves and shin pads on. Basic level, we encourage your students to at least wear their boxing gloves and their shin pads. This gives them a good amount of gear to keep all the drills safe. You will find that with your adults, they have absolutely no challenges working together. You just have to make sure that you have the right sizes set up in class. With your juniors, most classes you will be able to do these drills just fine, but just in case, you may want to have your SWAT team ready to pair off with anybody that is a little bit unfocused or a newer student to make sure they feel comfortable. So the first drill, right, we're here, let's tap, tap, right, is the attack is a jab cross. Well, first thing we want to get our students doing is just aiming at each other. No touch, no blocking. He aims jab cross right in my forehead, and then I go. He fires. Now this just gets the student comfortable working, understanding the distance, and aiming at the proper area. We stress in training, we always aim for the forehead because it's training. In a real fight, obviously we aim with the nose. Now, Mr. Hans is the A line, he attacks with the jab cross. Now we want to teach him defensive skills. We're going to teach him to parry the jab and then front cover block to defend the right cross. So I parry here, front cover block, right? He attacks, right? Right, and then you can do a 3x3 where I attack him now. Boom. You could also just have one side working for 30 seconds or a minute and switch, it's up to you. Now the A-line will attack, parry, front cover block. Now we're going to teach him to step out and counter with a 1-8, okay? Parry, boom, the kick can go to the body, boom, right here. Or they can step out, boom, kick to the head, right? And again, you can do a 3x3. You can have one side working for a minute, so it's parry, front block, step out, boom, counter kick. Body, or head, and then we switch. So that's the first drill. Now let's give them a little bit different way to counter. I'm going to work the parry in the front. Now I'm going to counter with a right uppercut, left hook, right cross. Now in the beginning, we don't want to overwhelm our beginners, so I'm not going to teach him how to block those right away. Right? He comes at me, I counter. Uppercut, hook, cross in the air, so I get good at the combination. He's not feeling overwhelmed, right? Now, we switch sides. We're going to give him a chance to practice as well. Right there. Boom. Now, they got it. Now, let's help him develop the defense so that we're getting good at both sides. So now, I parry, cover. Now, I counter uppercut. We're going to teach him to cap the uppercut. Now he's going to cover block and then front cover block, right? So, jab cross, boom, uppercut, hook, cross. Now he's going to cap it, cover, front block, and then we switch. All right, he comes, all right, coming in. Very good. That's it. So again, it's always quality before quantity. Never feel that you have to get through the entire class plan. Parents would always rather see their kids do something similar, but do it really well. Then they think, you know what, my kid likes this, they're good at it, the instructors are good. If we try to cover too much and go too fast, they're not going to get it. The kids or the adults don't feel good about it. The parents are going to start to think that you're not a good instructor, which is not the case at all. We just have to make sure we spoon feed them correctly with the right amount of information for them, and that way we set them up for success. Hope this helps. If you ever have any questions, you can always drop me an email, sheonhaley@gmail.com. Have a great one. We'll see you soon.